boys and girls, welcome to my player ratings for last night's game in the Europa League against Qarabag. Now, I have literally just landed back in the UK and I'm not going to lie, I am absolutely knackered. But I've come straight to the studio, getting this video done so I can put some content out there for you guys. Now, like I said, I was out there last night, 3-0. It doesn't paint a true reflection of the game, in my opinion. We didn't play that great in the first half especially. Qarabag could feel a little aggrieved that they were losing. If anything, they should probably be winning. They had chance after chance. Leno, couple of fantastic saves. I can think about 3 or 4 over the game in total. But he kept us in the game. We were getting stretched down the wings. That's where the main problems were. Centrally in midfield, we were getting overrun. And I feel that once the second half came around and Torreira went in there, things tightened up a little bit. Initially in the first 5 minutes or so of the second half, it was the same as the first. They even scored a goal, but it was disallowed. And then I feel that the second goal killed the game. It kind of knocked the stuffing out of them, and we could have gone on and won the game by even more. Even when it went to 3-0, we had chances to get 4 or 5. So it looks comfortable, but it was anything but comfortable. So with that said, I'm going to get into the player ratings. And first of all, we're going to go with the goalkeeper, Leno, and he is my man of the match. Weird that you win 3-0 and your goalkeeper's man of the match, but he was fantastic. The ball at his feet, everything he was doing, superb. And his saves, we're not talking about, just standard saves. They were some top draw saves. 3 at least were right up there. And he kept us in the game. And I said this afterwards on AFTV that even when Cech comes back and he's fit, if Leno's playing like this, he is not going to get back in the team. This is why we paid the money for this guy. As a shot stopper, he is superb. And that showed last night. There's still doubt because of his time in Germany over, mistakes and whatnot. But he's fine. Last night he was absolutely superb. No mistakes at all. Very calm, very composed, excellent. And like I said, he's my man of the match. So for last night's rating, I'm going to give Leno a 9. Going to move into the defensive area. First of all, we're going to go with Stefan Lichtsteiner. It was a standard performance, pretty straightforward. Didn't really put a foot wrong in many respects. I feel he was getting exposed, especially in the first half down that flank. But it was because there's no protection in front of him. It's a bit like what Hector's had to deal with in some instance, especially earlier on in the season when we played Chelsea and Man City. There's just no cover for him. And he can't do it on his own. And there was a lot of times he was being doubled up 2 against 1. But it was a straightforward, performance. And I thought he'd done okay. So for this one, I'm going to give Lichtsteiner a 6. Moving to the left back position, and I'm going to go with Monreal because that's where he started. Came off at half time. Don't actually know if he's injured or whether it was just a tactical tweak from Emery, because he's been known to do that throughout the course of the season. But again, he was getting stretched and pulled apart down that side, and he only played 45 minutes, so I'm going to go straight down the middle. And I'm going to give Monreal a 5. Going to move into the defensive area, straight in the middle. And first of all, we're going to go with Sokratis. Another good performance from him, back from his little injury. First goal for the club. And like I said, the problems in this game were not, going through the middle. They were out wide. And he dealt with everything that come his way. Worked really hard. Done what he had to do when he had to do it. And of course, popped up with a goal. So for that, I'm going to give Sokratis a rating of 7.5. And alongside him, we had Rob Holding, and another good performance from him. He's been playing a lot recently, and his performances are, right up there. He's in contention to be starting in the Premier League right now. He's been that good. And last night, along with Sokratis, looked good. Decent little partnership, looks like it could be formed there. And like I said, problems down the flanks, not through the middle. So for last night's performance, I'm going to give Rob Holding a 7. I'm going to move into the midfield area. First of all, we're going to start off with Mohamed El Neni. And the guy's struggling for me. I really do believe he's struggling. It's not a great performance. He had 100% pass accuracy. I see this stat earlier. But the passes were just so simple, sideways, 4 or 5 yard passes. There was only one out of all of his passes that was, incisive and tried to create things. And I just don't see where we're going to go with him, to be honest. He's a great squad player, great for these kind of competitions, but just didn't work for me. So for last night's performance, good work rate and everything. So yeah, I'm going to give El Neni a 6. Next up, alongside him, we have the young lad Guendouzi. Very energetic, all action-packed as he, has been since he's come to the club. Another player that got his first goal for the club. And like I said, he was all over the pitch. Was a bit better than El Neni. Was trying to do things, trying to make things happen. And it's a good performance. And again, it's more experience and he's learning day by day. So yeah, decent performance from Guendouzi, and I'm going to give him a 7. I'm going to move into the attacking 3. First of all, we're going to go with another young lad, Emil Smith-Rowe. Another player that also got his first goal for the club. There were some really good moments in there. There were some moments where you can see he's still learning, and he's got to get on board very quickly what it's like to play at a professional level in the first team. I felt there was a couple of times he should have tracked back and lost his marker and left Lichtsteiner exposed. But there were times when he was driving through the midfield and he was working hard, and like I said, he got a goal as well. Really good performance in that respect, the fact that he's 18 years old. And these kind of games will do more for him than any under-23 match. So for last night's performance, I'm going to give Smith-Rowe a 7. Next player we're going to go with is Alex Iwobi. Again, another good performance from him. Had a lot of tricks and flicks last night. There was one in particular down by the corner flag, and that was naughty. That was naughty. You can't do that to the guy. The man's got a family. Seriously. But Iwobi, he just looks so much better under Emery. Looks like he's lost weight. Looks like he's fitter and sharper than he ever was. And we're starting to see the benefits of it. And he's in contention for me to be starting this weekend. Really good performance from him. And for last night's game, I'm going to give Iwobi an 8. Next position we're going to go with is Kolasinac. Bit of a surprise this one. Kind of played on that left side of the forward line. Second half went into the left back role because obviously Monreal come off. First game back from his injury since pre-season. Played the 90 minutes, so it was a good run out for him, and it was a pretty solid display. Worked hard, got his tackles in, tried attacking and being on the front foot. And yeah, considering it was his first game back since the start of the season, decent performance, and I'm going to give Kolasinac a 7. I'm going to move to the striking role. Danny Welbeck, again, worked hard, but it just wasn't his night, to be quite honest with you. Had a chance in the first half from a free header at a corner. Had a chance near the end of the game when Lacazette laid it onto him and he blazed it over the bar. But yeah, he works hard. That's what I can say about last night's performance. But finishing wise, just wasn't up to standard last night. And he's done well this season, to be honest with you. He's been finishing. So a bit of a surprise, that one. But yeah, decent, hard-working performance, but not overly great. So for last night's performance, I'm going to give Danny Welbeck a 6. Going to move to the substitutions. First of all, Lucas Torreira, and of course he come on at half-time. Do I need to keep saying any more about this guy? It's been over 200 minutes since we've conceded a goal when the man's on the pitch. He does exactly what it says on the tin. It's that simple. And for his impact when he came on and the way he steadied the ship and everything, I'm going to give Torreira a 7.5. Other substitutes that we will look at, Alexandre Lacazette came on and Mesut Ozil came on, but didn't really have a lot of time to influence the game or do anything, so I'm not going to mark them. I'm going to go to the manager's rating, and I'm going to give Emery a 7.5 based on the fact that he's taken a strong team out there and he's taking this competition seriously. That was nice to see. Again, I don't know what's going on with our first half performances. We're having to change things around and make up for the damage that's being caused in those first halves. But listen, he steadied us to 8 wins in a row. Last time that happened was in 2015. If we beat Fulham at the weekend and make it 9 in a row, that hasn't happened since 2007. And I believe our overall record of wins in a row is 14. And that was a long time ago. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. It's 8 wins in a row and we're ticking over. And yeah, so for this one, I'm going to give Emery a 7.5. So there we have it. That is my player ratings for the game against Qarabag in the Europa League. I am absolutely shattered. I can't wait to go home and go to bed. Keep an eye out for the preview for the Fulham game this weekend, the match day vlog, and then the player ratings. And then we've got the international break. So if you're new around here, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. And I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.